Hello, artists. Today I want to demonstrate how to transform a circle into a three-dimensional sphere using shading. So I'm just going to draw a circle on my paper. And the key to doing this is really to smile. So smile. Yep. Yeah, smile. Make sure you got that nice smile because when you are shading in a rounded shape, it helps to use rounded lines. And when you are shading in a shape with straight edges, it helps to use straight lines. And when I start to shade with my rounding lines, it reminds me of a smile. That's one little trick that will help you. Yesterday, we practiced gradations, pressing really hard and going from a dark value of our color to a lighter value. I'm doing the same thing today, except I'm using curved lines instead of straight lines. And I'm getting so happy and so smiley that as I work my way up the sphere towards the top here, it becomes a circle. So the lightest part is actually a circle that gets wider and wider to become more of those smiling lines. And notice I have a few different values here. I have a white colored pencil. You could also substitute a lighter colored pencil, maybe even a yellow. And I did get kind of a medium value of green, but you don't have to. And you try to keep going back and forth, working from a dark value and gradually creating a gradation to a much lighter value. Now, what I like to do is I like to go back in with my other colored pencils and burnish or create a very nice creamy effect by pushing really hard, doing little circles getting bigger, and blending my greens together with my white. So you can use your lighter color pencils to blend your colors together. You can also use other values. So I can use my green, that's more of a lime green, to blend my colors together. And notice I'm still using those curving lines. That's the big tip for today. If nothing else, look at the shapes when you're coloring or shading them in and try to use rounded lines for round shapes and straight lines for shapes with straight edges. And if I stop there, it'll kind of look more like a gumball or a floating sphere. You could do this with gray or pencil to shade in and make something look more like a three-dimensional baseball, perhaps. You could do this with bubbles. You can apply this to so many things. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle that you're turning into a perfect sphere. Maybe you create more of a rounded object, like a natural organic apple or a pear. See how you can use this in your art to transform shapes that just look flat on the paper to shapes that look more three-dimensional. If you would like, you could also create a shadow underneath, and it helps to look at objects when you're drawing them, especially the shadow part. But a shadow is usually a similar shape but squished. So the circle shadow is definitely more of an oval, and it does have a lot of the same colors. And this would help ground your drawing. So if you wanted it to look like your object was on the ground, this would definitely help. So I can even give it a little bit of horizon line to help you out there. Practice in your sketchbook. The more you practice, the better you get. And once you feel like you have this down pat, then you can definitely use it in your artwork. Can't wait to see what you create. Have fun.